and welcome in or welcome back. It's a MonkieMar. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you click the like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications. Hey guys, welcome in. Let's get into this little article I found in the Sun, and of course I've heard a lot about it. I actually got my hands on this letter like a while ago. I don't remember the date, but it was, I think, when it first hit social media, and I thought, I don't think so. Maybe if somebody at the scene took a picture, I was just, nah, can't be. It's out too fast, and I was not buying it. But this article I actually thought was interesting, informative, and I think that this case is going to turn into a Chris Watts 5.0, and me personally, I am not going to be a part of that. But with that, guys, let's get into it. And let me say this before I say anything else. I've said that if he went out to the reserve, which I always thought he went out there to not come out again because he didn't want to play the game, and I've been saying this from probably the day he went missing. I've never faltered from my thoughts. But I do believe that he has a notebook out there, and I believe that it is pages and pages and pages of full. This article, forgive me, Brian Laundrie suicide note shared on TikTok by sick trolls. Let me repeat that word again. Sick trolls as cause of death till unknown after Gabby Petito's a murder. I know this was out on October 24th. I am 2 days late, but I am busy. So, sick trolls have shared a fake suicide note from Brian Laundrie to his parents as his cause of death remains a mystery. The note is dated September 18th, 2021 and addressed to Mom and Dad. Which M-U-M, I don't see. M-U-M, M-O-M, I can't tell. But I did notice that certain words had like a smudge to them, like maybe they got wet, maybe they didn't. I actually have this letter. If you guys want it, I'm going to go ahead and upload it to my drive, and I'll drop that link in the Discord. And I'm not going to read all of this, guys. I'm just going to get into the part about this letter. A backpack and notebook belonging to Brian were found by police and their human remains. And no, they were found by Roberta Laundrie and Chris at the Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park near the Carlton Reserve earlier this week. The skeletal remains were later confirmed to be the 23-year-old. Evil trolls have now shared a fake suicide note from his notebook. The letter shared on TikTok and YouTube reads, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for everything that has happened. I never intended any of this. Gabby and I were truly in love, and I would give anything for her to still be here. I know that no one will understand that things simply got out of control. The strain of our relationship was more than I could bear. I should have known to stay home after what happened. Everything was already a disaster at that point, but something made me return. Once Gabby was gone forever, I realized that I was too. The note said Laundrie wanted to tell his parents the truth, but couldn't bring himself to it. The letter continues, please forgive me for all that has happened and everything I have put everyone through. I was too ashamed to tell Gabby's family what happened to her. I was too ashamed to tell anyone. I hope someday people can understand what really happened. Until we meet again someday, I love you forever. The fake note was signed off with a B. I do not think that Brian would only have written, I hope someday people can understand what really happened. I think Brian is going to go into detail, and he is going to say in those pages of that notebook a lot. I just feel it. He seems like the type of person. I knew he was a coward. I knew that he was going to commit suicide because he was such a coward. But I also always thought and said, I totally believe that Brian has left pages and pages and pages of words. Can't be real. Social media users have slammed trolls for finding humor in other people's grief. I agree 100%. And I'm not going to get into these comments because I'm sure they actually put the nice comments out there. I've seen some really nasty comments. And we know the whole entire story of when he went missing, the miraculous discovery, which came less than 90 minutes after Chris and his wife Roberta arrived at the park was made near to where Laundrie's skeletal remains were later found. So the rumors, it's all started, and let's just go ahead and check out this video, because I did show a part in my last video of how Josh Taylor said they had mistaken Roberta Laundrie for Brian, but hey, right? I guess it happens. So guys, let's check out this video, and then I am going to wrap it up. And let me just go really quick. I know that Brian Enton is on his way to Utah and Wyoming, which I think is also a great. But after this video, guys, I think that is going to be it for this video. So yes, internet trolls need to stop, because at the end of the day, Brian's parents may have done a cover-up. They may have knew something was off and didn't talk to Gabby's parents. I mean, a lot could have happened. Hell, Brian could have blocked their number in their phones. Like, you just don't know what went down. Or, I don't know, guys. I'm not going to speculate, but Brian is deceased. Gabby is deceased. Both of those parents have lost a child, and at the end of the day, it was a senseless crime and a lot of grieving people, and nothing was gained. So, let me stop rambling, and let's watch this video.
Tonight, Northport police are admitting a mix-up between Brian Laundrie and his mother just days before his family reported him missing. This is Nightside. I'm Carolina Lee.
And I'm Ryan Bass. I'm sure plenty of you were like, how does this happen? Well, the police spokesperson says the mother and son look very similar.
They're kind of built similarly. No case is perfect.
That is Josh Taylor. He walked us through how this error happened. So let's go through the timeline. Police started tracking Brian after Gabby Petito's family reported her missing in New York. That was Saturday, September 11th. Police watched him leaving the house in his Mustang Monday, September 13th, and they thought that they saw Brian come back on Wednesday. Now, this is where we run into problems. We've since learned that Brian never came back home. In fact, his family reported him missing 2 days later on September 17th. So if it wasn't Brian who came home in the Mustang, then who did? Cops say it was his mother, Roberta.
When the family reported him on Friday, that was certainly news to us that they had not seen him. We thought that we'd seen Brian initially come back into that home on that Wednesday. I believe it was his mom who was wearing a baseball cap. They had returned from the park with that Mustang. So who does that, right? Like, if you think your son's missing since Tuesday, you're going to bring his car back to the home. So it didn't make sense that anyone would do that if he wasn't there. So the individual getting out with a baseball cap we thought was Brian.
Looking at everything we know now, investigators might have discovered that Brian Laundrie was not at the house 48 hours before he was reported missing. Northport Police is well aware of the criticism against the agency, but Taylor told us last week that no matter what, the outcome would have been the same.
Odds are, the way that it turned out probably still would have turned out that way. You know, odds are he would have walked out there if he wanted to on a Monday and done what he was intending to do.
Northport Police admit the mistake was costly. Today, we also learned the initial autopsy report for Brian Laundrie came back inconclusive. Right now, his remains are with a forensic anthropologist for further analysis. Tonight, his family is privately grieving away from their home.
All right, guys, drop them comments, drop them opinions. And with that, it is a wrap. I want to thank you all for coming in. Thank you for watching. Please like or dislike, whichever you prefer, and subscribe. Everyone have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.